All right, we are live in CKRS for another Cartoonist Kayfabe Ringside Seats Kickstarter, Kickstart. And we're here with Pat O'Malley with his new book on Kickstarter right now, The Parkour 4, The
Yes,
Jurassic Parkour 4.
that's it.
It
That's
is,
it.
it's an amazing like tribute to everyone's favorite, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And using dinosaurs, it's a story 65 million years in the making. And it's pretty awesome. So, Pat, what's up, man?
Eli, thanks for having me, dude, and thanks for just hyping up the book so much.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it feels good to finally get this thing out. We used to call it the Super Fantastic Jurassic Parkour 4, but someone said that's too long, so we cut it down. But we use it kind of as an in-book joke.
Right. Like kind of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the
Right. No one, no
yeah.
one calls them that. They're
Right.
the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, exactly. We
So
don't need
yeah.
all those extra adjectives, but it did start the huge rush in the 80s. So tell me about your history with the Turtles and then what got this idea like sparking in your head.
Okay. I mean, I grew up with the Turtles, just like, a lot of us who, yeah, that was like something that hooked us because they had the cartoon, the toys, the movie, there was a way to just get really sucked in and immersed in that world.
Oh yeah.
Uh, and the video games. So yeah, I fell in love with the Turtles like at the perfect time, born in 89. So it was like Turtle Mayhem by the time I was like 3.
Oh yeah.
Um, and just I've always loved like those 90 cartoons, that vibe. And now that I'm kind of getting into comics, this is a project I've kind of I my partner from college, his name's Andy Reynolds. He and I started working on this story. He told me like dinosaurs and roller skates, and from that little seed, it was just like we just opened up into like all these crazy ideas, and then it became parkour heroes. But our angle in was like they're old, they're retired, they're washed up. They failed, and like where are they now? And do they still have it in them to be like heroes? Can they still parkour? You know?
Yes. Well, I like the pun too with the Jurassic Park core, Jurassic Parkour.
There's a couple like really popular, like iconic things we're trying to cram in there, but I think at the end of the day though, it's like its own thing. It's not like it
Okay.
started off as like, oh, this is like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle vibe, but it became, once you get into the characters and they're so different, it takes you on a whole different story.
Yeah, awesome. And so you're a writer, you're the writer of this, you've created this. You have another book, Pop Scars, which is huge out there
Thanks,
right
man.
now. You just did a big signing at Revenge of here in town,
Yes, love
event
Revenge
put on
of.
by Patton Oswald. Super cool event. I'm sad I missed it.
Oh, it was rad. It was sick. Yeah, those
Yeah.
guys are just great.
So are you working with some of the same people from that book on this, or you got an all new team? Tell us about your team.
Oh yes, this is an all new team than Pop Scars, different artists. So it's Ari De Candido. He's doing pencils and inks, and then Ariel Ayasi is doing the colors, and I think Ari is also lettering. It's just like the four of us. So my co-creator Andy, and then the two artists. But man, these guys are crushing it. They like totally are capturing like the 90s cartoon vibe and fun, and they hide in these like little things in the frames, or the expressions are like super cartoony. It's just like, man, they're nailing it. It feels like, because when we Andy and I first started working on this, it was supposed to be like a cartoon. That's how we were developing it. Like I was learning how to animate, I did all the character designs, and like that's what we always were pitching it as. And like, we've been working on this thing for 10 years, no kidding, 10 years. I
Wow.
have sketches of like the dinosaurs. And then, once I got into comics and I kind of showed him Pop Scars, I was like, dude, check this out. Like the comics are like a whole new avenue where like anything goes, and we can have like a lot of fun with the characters. And like that's how Ninja Turtles started, dude. Like so he wasn't as familiar with comics, but he kind of got on board. And I think now that we're kind of into it, he's seeing like, oh, this is super fun, and like it's cool to see the characters like alive, because it's like we took our pilot script and just kind of made it like the first chapter of the book.
Nice. Nice. So like a lot of us are doing Kickstarters too. And so there's a bit of an art to it.
There
So
is, yeah.
have you you've worked on other Kickstarters before this. Tell us a little bit about how you go about attacking the Kickstarter, and what are some tactics that you might use that you think could help others.
Okay, this Kickstarter, I just like attacked. I was just like, I'm not messing around. I'm just gonna get this done in like 3 weeks. But
Yeah.
like usually I'm like psyching myself out, working on it for months and months and months and trying to get the right graphics and stuff like that. And like I guess a good thing was we had a big chunk of the book done already. So I was like, we have a lot of art we could just throw on the page and share. I think one of the biggest things is like make things really clear to people. Sometimes when your backers aren't like Kickstarter people, especially if you're bringing in like family and friends. So it's like make things super clear, put your rewards on the page and like let them know what they're getting, because
Yes.
it's so easy to be like confused by the reward tiers and then all the story stuff. Like I think, but show off your book, show some art. Don't be afraid to like reel us in.
Yeah.
I know you just
Or
didn't
like
you just
spoil
have
something.
yeah, didn't you just have a Kickstarter for Ghost Agents and
Yes.
Metropolis and that was successful, right?
That's right. Yeah, there's still like a week or two left in that, but this isn't for me. But yes, do check it out. Go to ghostagents.net in case you're interested.
But you guys did a lot of cool art. You shared the book.
Right.
You weren't afraid to like show it off. Like it's like, people want to see kind of what they're getting.
That's what
So
they want to see. They want to be hooked by, because comics, again, and we all know it's not just the story. No matter how good your story is, if the art is not as good or doesn't hook people, then
mhm.
you lost one of the components, So showing off all the great stuff in your book is
But
huge.
what you're talking about too is interesting. It's like it's great art, but it also is like great character designs. Like I
Yeah.
think I think that is something that helped me with Pop Scars is like Pinky has like the badass character design. And
Yes.
like, the turtles, even though the turtles are all the same character design, like just switching the colors and giving them different weapons was like enough to be like, this is like a
Oh,
vibe, a really cool
yeah.
design.
Yeah. I can, you can judge a person by which turtle are you, or especially
Yeah.
back in the schoolyard or whatever. You're
Yeah.
like, turtle,
Yeah.
are you Raphael? Shit, okay, all right, goddamn.
You know what? I used to hate on like Leonardo, but like I've warmed up to Leo where
Yeah, when
I
you get
like
older, you see the
I
Leo
kind of
side
like
to
yeah,
it.
I dig Leo now. I'm like, okay, he knew what was going on.
Yeah. Especially we both got these turtle kaijus behind us. That is an
How
amazing.
sick, dude.
Yeah, that's fun to check out.
I know. I'm trying to get the rest of them.
Oh, you're trying to get the whole fort. Now that
I'd
takes
li-
a lot of room. That's going to take a lot of room up
I
on the
know,
back
I know.
shelf
I want to upgrade some things.
there. That's sick. All right, dude. We could check. Let's take a look at the Kickstarter. I'm going to share my screen here. Um,
Okay.
and let's take a look. I'm going to put it up, and give me one sec here. Let's do it, because there's a lot of great stuff in here that I want people to see.
Yeah, I think the page turned out really well because we were able to like incorporate some stuff from some way back from like when we had some old school designs and stuff.
All right, you see it there?
Yeah,
All
look at
right,
that.
look at it. The Jurassic Parkour 4.
Love these
Got your
guys.
video here. We could check out the video.
The video is short. It's kind of just we have a pretty rad theme song.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I gotta reshare so that I can get the sound going.
Yeah, when one of Andy's friends, Will, made us like this just incredible like
Wait, I shared the wrong screen, didn't I?
yeah, that's all good.
I'm uploading
But
the
you hear
download.
it, you hear that psych music. It's like getting you amped.
All right, here we go. Oh,
That's
sick.
that's epic.
Yeah, it is.
That
So
song is insane.
you reached your goal already,
We hit our goal. That's rad.
but there's always room for more. We can get those stretch goals. We can get some extra stuff going on, of course.
Yeah, I think people don't realize how much goes into making comics. I think you read a comic in 15 minutes, but like, man, these things take years to make. Yeah, and like, you know, I always think
And
like,
because it's different for like a Marvel or DC or whatever person whose job
yeah,
it is. They get like a page done a week, they send it off to the colorist, they like work at it like that. But when you're an independent person, independent guys with day jobs and lives and families, it takes time, man. It takes a little bit.
yeah, it does. So like to see this at this level now, it's very cool and like satisfying. So like it just feels good to know we are finally gonna, put this out there.
Yeah, it's huge. All right, so let's look at some of these, some of the pledging you can do. All right, of course, let's go to the top. There's the digital copy, of course.
Yeah.
Always got to get that digital copy. Not everyone has room.
I like this, like I like these mock-ups I did because there's like cheesecake and coffee in the background.
Oh yeah, those are so nice. That's like
I think that's like, oh yeah, like look at this book you read at like Starbucks.
you got like a stock photo there and dropped it
Yeah,
in.
I think that's hilarious. Yeah, I did that.
All right, word. So you got your digital, and then you got okay. So what's the difference here? Oh, issue one, and then the full graphic novel. So how many issues are you doing of this?
We're not doing any issues really.
Mhm.
It's broken up into like three chapters. So like issue one, I guess, would be like the first 33 pages.
Okay,
And then, it's going to be like a little around 100 pages and then like bonus stuff. But yeah, so the first reward is just the first issue or the first 32 pages.
nice. Okay, cool. And then you can get the full graphic novel for 10 for digital. Ooh, okay. Look at this. Jurassic Park 4 Noir. Jurassic Park 4 Noir. That's a good one.
Yeah, so that's just the first issue as well, but it's just
Oh,
like
cool.
kind of just like a making of unfinished, kind of just inks, sometimes just like the sketches.
Oh,
It's
nice.
cool though.
Nice. Dig it. All right. And then you got the full graphic novel cover A for 25 bucks.
So
I love
this
the
is the
variant
interior
cover.
artist. Yeah.
And from the interior artist. All right.
Yeah.
I usually like to start there because I like the cover to show me what I'm getting into the inside, but sometimes you got to go for it, dude. All right. So we got this one here by Santi Gillen.
Santi Guillen, he did the art for Pop Scars, so it was really cool to have him do this kind of cool, like just black and white badass cover for us.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Look at this. I didn't even see this. You got the names here. So
Yeah.
where did the names come from there for you?
Um, I think we have like this dossier in the book and it tells you like whose DNA was used to like make the dinosaurs. So like Elvis is obvious. Albert is like Albert Einstein.
Wow.
Dante, I think, is like Dante Alighieri. And then Hoover was like man, I forget Hoover's actual name, but like he was like a pilot in World War One.
Wow.
Um, you know,
Look at that design. Yeah, that's sick.
yeah, he's cool.
Very cool, man. Okay, so they splice these like prime humans with
Yeah.
like dino DNA.
Dino DNA, yeah.
All right, nice. All
And
right, so then of
somehow they learned parkour, through that.
course, yeah. How else? All right, so then we got cover C here by Daniel Hilliard.
Yeah.
That's sick. Look at that one.
He did a cover for me for Pop Scars as well. And yeah, he's just an awesome artist.
Dang, I'm kind of doing two things at once here. We got the old school Turtles game style here.
Yeah, so you saw it, yeah. Just
Yes,
to get a little bit of like who's the bad guys, who are the good guys.
nice. Monsignor. What's that one? Gosling?
Gosling, yeah.
He's spliced with Ryan Gosling DNA.
Yeah.
I
Have you ever seen like Place Beyond the Pines?
have
It's
not.
this Gosling movie where he's like a dirt bike bank robber. That was kind of like the inspiration for that character.
Dude, shout out Adam Lemna. He says, really looks phenomenal, dude. He can't wait to get this book. Yeah,
Oh
looks.
man, yeah, Adam. I just checked out his book. I bought it from you at the Ciclavia thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was rad. Adam and I wanted to meet up sometime at like a comic shop or something soon.
That'd be fun, dude. The shop up by him has some of the best back issue diving. It's
Yeah,
really sick. Yeah, so I'd be down to meet y'all up there too.
yeah, that sounds good. We should do that.
Be sick. All right. So here's the other cover. This is the cover of the guy who did the Pop Scars, who did Pop Scars.
Yeah, that's the beat cover. It's kind of like this cool like Godzilla vibe.
Yeah, like turtlesy, even with the black and white and the tones there.
It's sick. Yeah, I like that. That's rad.
Nice. And this cover. Yeah, this is a cover I've seen online or something. This is
Yeah.
man, that's amazing.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. And this one has like a Andy sent him like a Mad Max poster. That was kind of the inspiration for this one.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that's wild. Oh, sick. And you got this cover here.
Yeah, Nico did this one. He's just like, man, I saw him do Street Sharks, and that's what, and then I was like, okay, I want you to do the turtle, the not the turtles, the dinos for us.
Yeah. Oh my
There's
God.
actually a
So
dope
good.
video underneath of him doing it, him drawing it in like hyperspeed or whatever.
Dang, on Insta here.
Yeah, it's cool.
That you still see that?
Yeah,
All right, cool. Let's see if it'll play.
maybe hit that. Yeah, is that
Oh,
the
there we
one?
go.
There we go.
Damn.
This is sick. He's like just fantastic, man. And then he's like working for DC and stuff now, and just doing like art for like these big comic companies.
Oh wow. Oh my God. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, the weight of these characters and the muscles and stuff. Oh my God, he really destroyed that.
Yeah, what's funny is like this is like the idealized version of them, like
Yeah.
they're so much goofier than this, but this is like such a badass like way to envision them.
Yeah, that's sick. Oh, sick. All right, so we got the rewards here. We're going down through. All right, so we got those 4 covers, and after that, of course, you gotta get all
The
4
bundle, the
whole set.
bundle.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're keeping it kind of simple this one. We just wanted to do, it's like it's the book. We want people to just get the book.
Agreed. Yeah, sometimes, and especially with fulfillment, the posters and the shirts and the pins and all
It
that.
becomes too much. I think with Pop Scars, I did like a crazy amount of stuff, like bats, pins, just like toys. It was like, by the end of it, it's like I spent more money on like cool rewards than I do like the the
Yeah,
Kickstarter.
paying the artist or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, down. Okay. Okay. So you got lesser known comics. You're up with them with those guys as well, huh?
Yeah. I those guys are super cool. Mark
Very
is
cool.
awesome, and I'm grateful to just like kind of jump in their group, and it's just fun to it reminds me of a lot what you're doing. And I know you're talking to them as well,
Yeah, we're
but
working with them a little bit too. They've got a ghost agents coming out through them, and they're
sick. Yeah,
so helpful and so
man,
guys, and it's
yeah.
fun
It
working with
just
them.
feels good to be like a free agent to kind of like make whatever I need, but also have like massive support from like all his team, and like yeah, I can't say enough about how cool they are.
Yeah, it's really great. And anyone looking for a little assistance or another creative community, uh, definitely hit up lesser known comics. They're amazing, amazing guys. But don't forget about Cosmic Lion. Just kidding. No, there's no competition. They're doing something on a whole nother level, which is amazing. And
And
they're working with Comics Wellspring, which they're kind of like directly with Comics Wellsprings too. So if you print with them, especially, it'd be good for you to get up with them.
so I am printing with Comics Wellspring for this, just like to kind of see how the whole experience goes. Because last time I kind of went and did just figured it out myself, and I
Yeah,
think it went well. But yeah, I think it's nice to learn from different people too.
it is absolutely. And they kind of have that pipeline right to the powers that be there too. So
Yeah, I mean it's hard to
you get
argue
in
with
on
like they
print
just know.
run. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Really
good.
good. Well, shout out lesser known comics.
Yeah,
All right, so here we got original Jurassic Parkour art from 2014. Oh, so this is like some of the OG stuff you were talking about. You
this
had it
is
there.
yeah, this is like some old school stuff. I have like his I like to draw, but I'm not an artist. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like these are like some of my sketches that I did, that we kind of used for like the opening intro. So like that song you heard, originally it had like this kind of art,
Ah, right.
just like some kind of fun chaos, dinosaur chaos.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right, sweet. All right, let's continue along here. We got the original. Oh, where are we at? Okay, sorry. Okay, so yeah, that's 350, and that's hand drawn by you, you said.
That's
Painted.
me. Yeah, that's like my old school art. Yeah, it's like
Yeah. Oh, and that's the top. That's the top piece right
that's
there.
it. That's a top tier. Yeah, we don't go any higher than that.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, so here's the genesis of the characters from your original sketches to
Yeah.
these finalized designs.
S-
That is so cool to see, man.
So I did like the 2013, 14, and 19, and then 23 is where you could see where Ari took over and kind of really like just like I could draw, but there's something different about what he's doing where he's bringing them to life in like a whole different way.
Yeah.
Like where I could just never figure that out, you know, where his like feel like they are talking already, where mine feel like they're, you know, like the half-baked version. But to me that was like, all right, this is as far as I could take it.
Yeah. Like they have the weight and they have the like animated feel and they have
Yeah.
yeah, that's huge.
But
Man,
I like the original design. They're you know they have like the essence and the spirit to
oh,
it.
they
You know.
absolutely do. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, and you got look at this, the glasses and oh yeah. It's truly all there. And then he just kind of brought it into like a polished,
Yeah,
comic book.
yeah. I really I love to do that. I love to be involved in at least like the character designs because I
Absolutely.
think that there's so much I could put into the character versus like someone just reading a description of it and having to then figure it out on their own. I'd be like, that's not what they look like, you know, what they look like, you
Yeah,
know. So I like being able to at least do this much so I can kind of help at least share, you know, with the artists and get them going and kind of what I'm thinking too, you know.
absolutely. Yeah, that's a great thing. It's just helpful to the artist and gets them on the ground running. It's not like they have to also like design these characters in full and stuff.
Yeah.
And here's the lesser known comics family of comics here as well. They got a lot of great stuff going on, and they always have their schedule for Kickstarters, and they're always going nonstop. So
They're all busy people. Like they're all putting out books, you know. It's like it's awesome. But it's like yeah, everybody's I feel like is putting stuff out right now, you know.
yeah, it's insane. It's really great. All right, so I think I'm gonna get in here while the getting's good. Oh man, what should I do?
I don't
Uh,
know. What are you feeling? Which one
yeah,
speaks to
I
you?
mean, I like all the covers. I especially love this cover here, so I think I'm gonna go for this
That one, nice. Yeah, that's a good one.
one. All right, so I pledge on that one. Continue on here. Do you have it set up for the add-ons and everything?
You could just add on pop scars.
Which I
Pop
don't
scars
have those
1 to 6.
Oh,
It's pretty epic. It's my that's my life's work really. The
that's your life
dinosaurs
work.
the dinosaurs in this are like my two, you know, like heavy hitters that I have, you know.
Nice. I wanted to add on that sketchbook, but it's all good. Or the black and white is only 200. Maybe I'll hit you up in person for that.
I'll get you a copy of that one for sure. I'll hook you up.
All right, let's go for it. All right, I'm gonna stop the share before my credit card information's on the screen.
Good call.
I've done that on this show. All right, got it gone. And
Thank you,
shit,
man.
dude, this is gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
I really
The-
appreciate it.
I think this is like, sometimes we be known creators who are like just trying to crank out, something that can be developed into a show or a TV show or movie or something like this. But I don't think that's where you're coming from. But I do think it's like would be an insane cartoon.
I think it would be too. I also am totally cool with it always just being a comic. I
Yeah.
love comics, so I always feel
Yeah.
good about if it just lives in that book form or, you know, whatever. I'm always cool with that. But I agree with you. It should be a cartoon. It should be a video game. It
Yeah.
should be some toys.
Yeah.
Because I want the toys. I want that stuff.
I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting that for your property. It's like, especially we grew up with turtles and we grew up with these different things, and like, you feel like everyone will love this. Like I feel that about my stuff and like ghost agents and like these different things we do. It's just like everyone will love this. Like let's get it out there. Let's get a comic. I mean, these dinosaurs would be so perfect in like a side scroller Streets of Rage style
Who
thing.
needs to hear this? Who needs to hear this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's got
Streets
the ears?
Streets of Rage too. Yeah. Give it
Yes.
that vibe, you know,
Oh
like that's you
God.
get it. I don't need to like tell you. You get, you know, you get what we're going for.
Hell yeah, man. Because I came up with all that same stuff. And we were just talking with Box Brown and talking about nostalgia and talking about these things that sink their teeth into you when you're young and then inform your creative life going on.
They stay with you forever. Like it's hard to shake them, you know, but it's okay. I'm okay with that.
I
You know,
know. Yeah, you got to wear these to wear these influences on your sleeve and then find a way to build upon them and still grow the idea. Like you guys going and starting from because we kind of know like where they began, and with our knowledge of turtles and these other properties, we can kind of fill in that early time frame
Yeah,
just in our heads. And
right.
so coming back into it after they maybe failed and are maybe working day jobs, and then they need to like get back at it is a great way to do it. I love that
Thank you,
format.
man.
Yeah, it's like Blues
Yeah,
Brothers. You got to get the band back together and then
yeah.
go on in your adventure.
There's nothing better than like failing and getting back into it and trying again, you know? That's what
Yes,
I love. So like even as like creators, it's like it's hard. It's really tough and sometimes things just like don't work and it's like it's a huge bummer because you invest so much. But I love that, we always just say, screw that, I have more in me to give, and we just, figure it out again.
exactly. And like from a child's mind, you're watching something and you're much more able to relate with. We're starting our adventure. We're kids. We're learning and growing. But at our age in 30s and 40s, it's more like we've had our failures and we're looking to come back and kind of shine again and get a second chance at something that we loved. And so that's how we can really kind of get into this.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm psyched about it. Thank you for like sharing this with me and helping me get it out there because I really do think people would dig it. I think it's something familiar, but it also is something totally new.
Yeah.
And I hope it's like surprising and fun,
Yeah,
I like it. I'm
it
psyched
seems like
about it.
it's gonna be, man. I'm excited, and dude, Pat, thank you so much.
Thank you, Eli.